Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Attract a wildly sexy partner with the wisdom of Pride and Prejudice. The hell with youth and beauty. Attract women, men, mountain goats with the brilliance of Jane Austen. You too can attract men who look like this. Because wildly sexy gentlemen with steely grey eyes, rugged, windswept features, and vast fortunes are merely human. You too can attract yourself a Darcy or a Rochester, or even a Heathcliff. Yes, those last two come from the Brontes, but we'll get to them later. The glorious mind of Jane Austen will guide us. You will learn not merely how to attract the partner of your dreams, but how to really, truly live. Most people are not alive. They are sitting in front of a screen, from their teens to old age, throwing away their lives. Jane Austen tells us how to live in the moment, how to become truly alive, how to live with great passion. Living with great passion will attract the most glorious of partners. Other people are either too serious, too lifeless, too judgmental, too boring, or too immature and foolish. Learn how to strike the golden middle and attract your very own Mr. Darcy or Elizabeth Bennet. A woman of quality has her own mind and is unshakable upon encountering adversity. When life gives her lemons, she makes lemonade. She uses her brilliant mind to turn rudeness to good humour. Upon her first meeting with Mr. Darcy, he insults her. "Which do you mean?" he said, and turning round, he looked for a moment at Elizabeth till, catching her eye, he withdrew his own and coldly said, "She is tolerable, but not handsome enough to tempt me, and I am in no humour at present to give consequence to young ladies who are slighted by other men." And Elizabeth remained with no very cordial feelings towards him. She told the story, however, with great spirit among her friends, for she had a lively, playful disposition, which delighted in anything ridiculous. So there you have it. This ability to turn difficulty and rudeness into something joyful and humorous is attractive to men, women, and mountain goats. But what makes her so damned clever? It's not formal education. The formally educated are a bunch of dullards. Mr. Bingley says, "It's amazing to me how young ladies can have patience to be so very accomplished as they are." "All young ladies accomplished? My dear Charles," his sister says. "What do you mean?" "Yes, all of them, I think. They all paint tables, cover screens, and net purses. Blah, 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 blah." And Darcy says, "Your list of the common extent of accomplishments has too much truth. Mr. Darcy says he has met very few women who are truly accomplished." Mr. Bingley says, "No one can be really esteemed accomplished who does not greatly surpass what is usually met with. A woman must have a thorough knowledge of music, singing, drawing, dancing, and the modern languages to deserve the word. And besides all this, she must possess a certain something in her air and manners of walking, her tone of voice, her address and expression, or the word will be but disturbed. All this she must possess," said Darcy, "yet she must add something more substantial in the improvement of her mind by extensive reading." How utterly boring to merely paint tables, net purses, etc. Now, while it is an excellent base to learn music, languages, et al., one must expand oneself, seek out new experiences, delight in the bizarre, the eccentric, the unusual. For this is the sharp edge of life. It is in the unusual that all new discoveries, all new inventions are to be found. Let us go beyond our learning, which is but a foundation upon which we should construct the palace of our minds. So there you go, a lifelong study of grace, humour, wit, carriage and bearing, but yet something more. The kind of brilliance that can only be gained by the improvement of her mind by extensive reading. But what should one read to attract a partner who is dripping with lust, desperate for a weekend of sweaty shagging? To become witty, one studies the great wits. Reading Jane Austen is a glorious place to start. For example, They are speaking of poetry. Elizabeth says, I wonder who first discovered the efficacy of poetry in driving away love. Darcy says, I have been used to consider poetry as the food of love. Oh, a fine, healthy love it may. Everything nourishes that which is already strong. But if it be only a slight, thin sort of inclination, I'm convinced that one good sonnet will starve it entirely away. Darcy merely smiled. There you have it, good old wit. But wait, don't bugger off to watch porn just yet. Further brilliance awaits. Wit, bah, phooey, 'tis but surface-level refinement. To truly dig your hooks into your unfortunate target, you must dissect and analyze the thing they love most, themselves. Yes, dig into their character, tell them what you see, tell them what makes them tick. My good woman, allow me to mansplain. Bingley says he likes to do things in a hurry, so you are a studier of character. Yes, intricate characters are the most amusing. They have at least that advantage. So, there is a great deal about digging into and understanding somebody's character. When you dig into someone's character, you tell them what you see, you tell them about themselves, and that is everybody's favorite subject. You not only fascinate them, you show them your desire to understand them. If you are particularly brilliant, you will reflect back to them a side of themselves that they were heretofore unaware of. Now, we can't get more charming than that, can we? Discerning people's character, gently mocking them about what drives them, what makes them who they are, dramatically improves not merely our understanding of ourselves, but our ability to captivate and keep attractive partners.